The Chicago Pub Crawlers are in town, coming in at 9-8. Formerly the Chicago Wind to face off against our 15-2 Indiana Elite. Let's do it. We have got the bald, bearded man for our ref tonight, and we are underway here in Naptown. Chicago Pub Crawlers, formerly the Chicago Wind back in Season 1. Quickly into Payne, who's able to lay that one in. Ronald Payne, the leading scorer for the Pub Crawlers, starts it off with a basket here tonight. Indiana Elite, they're not going to waste any time. They get into Pete Jones Jr. He's going to go to work. He gets it over to Cameron Boozer, though. The two big men work great together, and Boozer's going to lay that one in. He's on the board to start it off for the Indiana Elite. Chicago Pub Crawlers coming in tonight at 9-8. As quick shot here from Smith, and the foul going to be called, or I'm sorry, for Ronald Payne there, and foul called. Ronald Payne will go to the line. He'll drop in the first. Ronald Payne, leading scorer here for the Pub Crawlers. And off to a good start here tonight, as that was actually a 3 there that they called for a foul. He's going to have 3 here at the line. And he's able to get the first 2, but can't drop in the second. And Ronald Payne's got 4 on the first 2 possessions for the Pub Crawlers. Here comes Matt Snow all the way to the basket to lay that one in. Matt Snow coming off of another double-double. Record-breaking season here for Matt Snow, as he has got multiple double-doubles here in Season 2. Jean-Pierre with the slam there. Pub Crawlers get the 6. And it's up to Pete Jones up at the top. He gets it back over to Matt Snow. Matt Snow will set up and run the offense. He gets it into Pete Jones Jr. Jean-Pierre trying to throw up a wall here and stop Pete Jones Jr. Gets it over to Boozer. Boozer trying to find his way to the basket. Shot clock winding down. He throws up a shot and gets that one to go. Karen Boozer's got 4. That was an interesting one there, but the rookie works that one in. That one ties it up at 6. Davidson to the basket. He gets it over. Payne, corner 3. Ronald Payne looking strong here as this one gets underway.
Up, corner 3.
Ronald Payne's got 7. He's off to a hot start. Over to Pete Jones. He throws up a mid-ranger. Not a shot we usually see from Pete Jones, but he throws up the mid-range there. Can't get that one to go. Pub Crawlers take over up 3. Smith around the screen looking to attack the basket all the way and slams that one in. Braden Smith, the rookie, he's on the board for the first time. Second-round draft pick for the Pub Crawlers. Elite into Truck Wallace. Truck Wallace is going to throw it away. Turnover there for the Indiana Elite. Pub Crawlers take over. Smith up at the top. Second-round draft pick for the Pub Crawlers. He's going to drive to the basket and dishes it out. Morrell going to drive from the corner and then throw it back over. Can't get that one to go. Is Braden Smith. That one's boarded by Pete Jones Jr. Matt Snow up at the top now. Halfway gone here in the first quarter. Cameron Boozer wide open for 3. He drops that one in. Cameron Boozer, he's got 7. As defense fell asleep right there on the rookie. Jean-Pierre able to sneak in behind the defense, though, for the quick slam. He has got 4. And 3 minutes gone now here in the first. Pub Crawlers up 4 as we get underway. Matt Snow driving to the basket. Hook shot. And rolls that one out. Can't get the roll there for the Snowman. Pub Crawlers will take over. Davidson at the top. He works around the screen. Picked up by Truck Wallace. Thinking about it. With Truck Wallace in his face. Pulls up. Oh, and drops it in. Brad Davidson drops that one in. Indiana Elite will set up the offense. It's Matt Snow into Truck Wallace. He'll set up in the key. Truck Wallace had a great game last game. He's able to drop that one in for the hook shot. Timeout called by the Pub Crawlers. All right. B team checking in here for the Indiana Elite. 90 seconds left in the first. B team had a rough showing last game against the Boston Bobsledders. Indiana Elite able to come away with the win, of course, but leaving some to be desired were the Indiana Elite B team, as Ament not able to get the 3. That is the first-round draft pick, Nate Ament over there for the Pub Crawlers. B team has checked in. Good defense. B team checks in, but Nomad's going to go ahead and sit back down. Matt Snow's going to check back in. 60 seconds left here in the first. Over to Mint. He pulls up another three. That time he drops that one in, though. That's the first round draft pick over there for the Chicago Pub Crawlers. It's going to be, he comes off the bench, but comes off the bench, able to drop in a three right there into Rocco Pebble, working from the side over to Alan Wells. He throws up a three ball. He can't get that one to go, trying to answer with his own three. Here comes a Mint. Coming off of his own three ball into Floyd. Throws up the quick shot, but can't get that one to go. 30 seconds left now here in the first. Matt Snow at the top. He's in here with the B team. He gets it into Greg Neal. Greg Neal trying to back down under the basket. Out to Alan Wells. He pulls up another three ball. Can't get that one to go. Boarded by the Pub Crawlers. Coleman into Selah. Selah throws that one down. 16 seconds left here in the first. 16 seconds left here in the first time. Winding down. Matt Snow. Shot clock turned off. He's going to have one more chance. Matt Snow step back over to Alan Wells. Alan Wells trying to get to the basket and lays that one in. Throws up a quick one here at the end. Can't get that one to go. That's the end of the first. Into the second. Into the second. Pub Crawlers start this one up 7. Indiana Elite will start with the ball. Chicago Pub Crawlers, formerly the Chicago Wind. This is our first time seeing them as the Pub Crawlers. And they are in here facing off against the Indiana Elite. Nomad can't get the lay-in to go. Boarded by the Pub Crawlers. Floyd finds Coleman down low. Back over to Meyer. Back to Coleman. And he's able to get the lay-in. Earl Coleman lays that one in for his first basket. Nomad D-Pistol at the top. He gets it into Rocco Pebble over to Greg Neal. Greg Neal looking for his chance. Hook shot up and over. He can't get that one to go. Boarded by Coleman. Here come the Pub Crawlers. Chance to extend it to double digits. Coleman pulls up a mid-ranger. Drops that one in. Earl Coleman, back-to-back baskets for him. Nomad at the top. He'll give it into Alan Wells. Alan Wells can't get that one to go. Boarded by the Pub Crawlers. Immense. The rookie pulls up a three. And the rookie cannot drop that one in. Boarded by the Indiana Elite. Nomad's going to look to go all the way. And he will lay that one in. His first one of the night for Nomad. Gets it back to single digits. Just about 90 seconds gone here in the second. Selah against Gator Wallace. Dishes it out. Corner three. Nate Ament, the rookie, can't get that one to go. Boarded by Greg Neal. And timeout called by Coach Pete Jones. Back to it. Starters checking back in for the Indiana Elite. B team showing why they're the B team. It's going to be Clem Fandango up at the top. He'll get the call. Clem Fandango, he'll get the screen. He's driving to the basket. In the key. Clem Fandango rejected, though, by Juan Pierre. Indiana Elite will keep it 6 seconds on the shot clock. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Matt Snow with time winding down. Pulls up. And can't drop that one in. Coleman with it over to Morrell. He sneaks in behind the defense, able to lay that one in. He's got 6. Matt Snow at the top gets it into Pete Jones Jr. Pete Jones finally able to slam one down. That's his first basket of the night. Pete Jones Jr. is on the board with 2 points. Selah around the screen. He pulls up a mid-ranger. Bounces that one off the right side. And boarded by Pete Jones. Clem Fandango, he'll set up at the top. Halfway gone here in the second. Clem Fandango attacking the basket. Got rejected last time he did this. This time he's able to lay it in. 2 points for Clem Fandango. Starters trying to close the gap. Coleman around the screen. He'll drive to the basket and lay it in. Earl Coleman's got 6. Matt Snow up at the top. They're going to give him the screen. Matt Snow's going to look to attack. Drive into the basket. Back to Pete Jones Jr. Pete Jones Jr. is able to lay it in off the dish from Matt Snow. Timeout Chicago. Back to it. Pub Crawlers up 7. 2 minutes left here in the second. Ronald Payne had a hot first. Then has come back in after a rest on the bench. Can he keep up his hot surge? To the basket. Payne slams it down. Ronald Payne, leading scorer for the Pub Crawlers here in Season 2. He has got 9 points here in the first half. Matt Snow at the top. He's going to get the screen. He'll drive to the basket. Matt Snow able to lay it in. 2 for 4 from the field. 4 points, 4 assists for the Snowman. Selah around the screen. Pulls up a mid-ranger. Can't get that one to go. That one's boarded by Matt Snow. Matt Snow. Into Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer, the rookie. Drops that one in. Cameron Boozer's got 9. Ronald Payne around the screen. Driver to the basket. Ronald Payne lays it in. 4 for 4. Ronald Payne cannot miss. Matt Snow up at the top. Pulls up chucks up a 3. Can't get that one to go. And Ronald Payne into Davidson against Truck Wallace. Pulls up. He can't get that one to go. Truck Wallace in his face there. Pete Jones Jr. at the top into Matt Snow. Matt Snow pulls up again. He can't get that one to go. Matt Snow. Back-to-back chucks for the Snowman. Can't get either one to go. Into Morrell. Morrell against Pete Jones Jr. Up and over. He can't get that one to go. Empty possessions for both teams here. Shot clock turned off. Matt Snow at the top. Into Cameron Boozer, the rookie. They're looking to him again. He throws up a hook shot. He can't get that one to go. Boarded by the Pub Crawlers. Ronald Payne, last one for the first half. No, that's the end of the first. Into the second half. Into the second half, Pub Crawlers up 7. Trying to add another loss here. Matt Snow pulls up, drops it in. Pub Crawlers up 5 now as we kick off the second half. Davidson up and over Truck Wallace. Can't get that one to go. Boarded by Truck Wallace. Matt Snow brings it down the court, gets it to Truck Wallace. He's going to work into the key and lay it in. Truck Wallace, his second basket of the night. He's got 4. Brett Smith at the top. Indiana Elite with a couple quick baskets, trying to close the gap. But here comes Smith into the key, over to Morrell. Morrell able to lay that one in off the glass. He's got 8 points, does Jean-Pierre. Matt Snow down below into Pete Jones Jr. He sneaks around his man and slams it down. Pete Jones Jr. with a very quiet first half. Can he step it up in the second half when the Indiana Elite need him? Brett Smith tries to get it around the screen. Poked away by Matt Snow. Fight for the ball. And then Smith able to recover it. Shot clock under 10. Smith, corner 3. Davidson able to drop it in.
Up, corner 3.
Corner 3 drops in for the Chicago Pub Crawlers. And here come the Indiana Elite. Snow into Pete Jones Jr. Over to Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer, the rookie, is going to muscle his way in. And that gets him up to 11 points. Cameron Boozer, the rookie, showing why he's the number 2 overall pick. Smith around the screen. Great defense from Matt Snow. Over to Davidson, looking for another one. Back to back.
What play should I call now? Maybe corner 3.
Davidson, same guy, same spot. 6 easy points for the Chicago Pub Crawlers. Into Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer pulls up the hook shot. He can't get that one to go. Boarded by Kovacevic. And here come the Pub Crawlers. Do they look for another one? Into Kovacevic. He backs down. Gets it out. Davidson for 3 in a row. Oh, that one was from more of the elbow and not the corner, and that is why he didn't get the corner 3 buff. Indiana Lee will set up into Cameron Boozer. He is going to get rejected on that one. Pub Crawlers will take over. Meyer looking to go coast to coast, trying to go all the way, but defense picked it up. Ronald Payne. He can't get his corner 3 to go. Payne tried his corner 3, couldn't drop that one in. It's Clem Fandango. Empty possessions for both teams. Here comes Fandango to the basket, in the key, and able to get the lay-in to go. Indiana Elite close it down to 5. And Payne around the screen, leading scorer for the Pub Crawlers, all the way to the basket for the slam. Ronald Payne's got 13. Matt Snow at the top. Lead still at 7. Pete Jones Jr. under the basket. Hook shot. Drops it in. Pete Jones Jr.'s got 8. As the Elite try to keep it close. Brett Smith. Brett Smith around the screen, driving to the basket, and lays that one in. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Matt Snow, Indiana Elite, back into Pete Jones Jr., and he does just what he does best. He's got the lead up to 10, or he's got 10 points. He's got his points up to 10, lead down to 5. Meyer slams it down as he gets around. Lead back up to 7. Indiana Elite not able to get the lead below 5 right now. Every time they do, the Pub Crawlers able to answer. Truck Wallace, step back 3. Can't get that one to go. That one to go out of bounds. Pub Crawlers will take over. Coleman's going to go all the way off the inbound and lay that one in. Earl Coleman, 8 points for him. Matt Snow, stolen by Coleman, just rips that one out of the air. Earl Coleman finds Meyer for the slam. That'll get the lead up to double digits. Lucas Meyer with the slam. He's got 4. Timeout, Pete Jones. Back to it, following the timeout. B team checks in. Their Indiana Elite down 11 here at home against the Pub Crawlers. Nomad into Greg Neal. Greg Neal dishes it out. Allen Wells for 3. Allen Wells drops that one in. Timeout, Pub Crawlers. Back to it. Back to it, following the timeout. Good night for Ronald Payne. Ronald Payne, the leading scorer for the Pub Crawlers. He's came in here and had a good night, as has Earl Coleman. Earl Coleman here, off the bench, has had a strong night. Into Copeland. He sneaks around his man for the lay-in. Shot clock turned off. B team in for the Indiana Elite. Nomad into Gator Wallace. He gets around the man for the lay-in. Gator Wallace on the board with 2 points. Shot clock turned off. Maybe the last one here at the third. Coleman at the top. Does he pull up? 3 ball. Drops that one in. Earl Coleman. 5 seconds left here in the third. Nomad. He's going to pull one up. He can't get that one to go. That's the end of the third. Into the fourth. 5 minutes left. Elite down 11. Earl Coleman has had a night here tonight off of the bench. Earl Coleman has came in and got it done. Gets it into Floyd. Floyd able to lay that one in. He's on the board. 2 points for Jamie Floyd. Nomad's going to drive to the basket. He'll go for the lay-in, and he's able to drop the hook shot in. 4 points for Nomad. Earl Coleman gets it into Ronald Payne. Ronald Payne came into tonight the leading scorer for the Pub Crawlers and has had a good night here against the top team in the league. Backs it down against Gator Wallace and drops that one in. 15 points for Ronald Payne here tonight. Pub Crawlers have got it up to 13. Nomad into Greg Neal. Greg Neal backs down his man. He's going to pass it out to Allen Wells, and Allen Wells is going to shoot a 3. Oh, nope, never mind. Greg Neal went for the hook shot. Couldn't get that one to go. It's Copeland up at the top now. Chance to get up to 60 points here for the Pub Crawlers. 3 ball for Payne. Drops that one in. Ronald Payne. Scorching it here tonight. He's got 18. Nomad Allen Wells puts up the 3 ball. He can't answer with a 3 of his own. Pub Crawlers finds Ronald Payne. What a game. Ronald Payne's got 20 points. Coach Pete Jones calls a timeout. Back to it, following the timeout from Coach Pete Jones. Not looking good here for the Indiana Elite. Down nearly 20. Matt Snow with a chuck. He's been doing that tonight. That is his 4th or 5th chuck of the evening with about 3 seconds off the shot clock. Coleman pulls up at the top. He can't get that one to go, though. Looking like Matt Snow out there. Pub Crawlers come into town and play a great game here tonight. Ronald Payne, leading scorer. He averages 9 points a game for the Pub Crawlers. He's got 20 right now. Does Ronald Payne, starting shooting guard and leading scorer for the Pub Crawlers. Pub Crawlers came in tonight at 9-8, looking to get to 10 wins. As Ronald Payne pulls up that one, but can't drop that one in, boarded by Truck Wallace. Pub Crawlers looking to get to 10 wins if they can hang on here. Halfway through the fourth, Clem Fandango throws it off of the side of the backboard. That's about how the Indiana Elite are playing here tonight. Pete Jones Jr. misses that one. Boarded by Meyer. Here come the Pub Crawlers. Meyer finds Floyd down low for the easy lay-in. Floyd with 4 points. Pub Crawlers looking to get to 10 wins, and they will join the 10-win club here for Season 2. They can hang on for these final 2 minutes. Coleman with a quick shot. Drops that one in for the top of the key. 13 points for Earl Coleman off the bench. Great game for Earl Coleman. Matt Snow, not the best game here for him, along with most of the Indiana Elite. He's able to drop that one in. Not the best game for him, but he still might be able to get a double-double here. Might be able, will Matt Snow. He's got 8 points, 9 assists. See if Matt Snow can scrounge together a double-double. Dean around the screen. And over to Ament. Ament throws that one away. Recovered by the Indiana Elite as we approach 90 seconds left here in regulation. Finds Matt Snow. Hey, Matt Snow drops that one in. He just needs an assist now for the double-double. See if he can grab it in the last 90 seconds. Dean around the screen. Over to Ament. The rookie pulls up the three. Can't get that one to go. Boarded by the other rookie of Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer finds Fandango. Clem Fandango will work around the screen. Poked away and stolen there by Brett Smith. So this will get the Pub Crawlers up to 10 wins. Indiana Elite will drop their... Indiana Elite going to drop their third of the season here. As the Pub Crawlers will take the win. This will get the Pub Crawlers up to 10 wins. Pub Crawlers looking to make the playoffs this season after missing last season as the Chicago Wind. And this will have the Indiana Elite looking forward to next week with the Dallas Dairy Cows and the Poland TSMPL. Dallas Dairy Cows, who of course were a top team last season. Dallas Dairy Cows struggling this season. And the Poland TSMPL, the exact opposite. Poland TSMPL finished dead last season. And they are trying to make the playoffs here in Season 2. Less than 45 seconds left here. In our second one of the night, Chicago Pub Crawlers play a great game, and they are going to get the 10 wins here against the Indiana Elite. Indiana Elite going to drop to 15-3 as we approach the All-Star break. As we approach the All-Star break, we will see who becomes an All-Star here in Season 2. And, of course, we have got the three-point contest coming up during All-Star Weekend. Serge DuPont of the Boston Bobsledders will be looking to defend his three-point crown. Chicago Pub Crawlers going to dribble it out as they come to Naptown and take the win.